We about to get on some homestead camping. Now, if you're new to the channel, I'm Sakin. I've been camping since Pac-Man, Halo. Before Call of Duty existed, I am the #1 camper. Been camping my butt off. So let's get into this. We went through all the other maps if you haven't seen them. I'm going through each of the new maps as they come out. So one of the things I tend to do when I play the game, I like to see how the other people are playing and kind of figure them out. Like I say, I'm playing chess, not checkers. This was me trying to get some quick buckets. If you watch all my videos, I try to get some quick, easy points so I can get into my streaks. Once again, if you're new to this game, it's all about the score, baby. It ain't about the kills. Streaks are based on score, so I'm doing things to get score. So I try to get up in there real quick, try to get an extra 200, capture the first flag. And I've been playing with these drones. Look, I'm getting laid down early. Now, this is going to be a classic game of how to adjust. Now, sometimes I get in my camper spot and I go flawless, baby. I don't die at all. But in this game, I had to kind of adjust to the other team. That happens a lot. Are they going to be greasies? Are they going to be people flipping the spawns? Are they going to sit back? Are they campers? Are they rushers? This is chess for me. I'm always trying to figure it out, see what size they're coming from, and kind of lock it down. Now, 90% of the maps, I tend to stay in the back. Like you guys heard me before, I'm a goalie, baby. I'm just trying to sit there and kind of protect our spawn, and I'm really big at anchoring. I actually had a guy mad at me the other day. Like, literally, I'm like 80-0, and the guy was doing well, but he's back there shooting me, my own teammate. Like, get out the spawn. I'm like, I'm holding the spawn down. I'm controlling the spawn. I'm not one of these players that like the spawns to be all over the place. That's why I tend to play TDM. Don't get me wrong. I've been on other game modes. Someone asked me about TDM. Maybe I'll do a video on TDM. But to be honest, TDM is kind of a noob game mode. There's more noobs on there. I'm not saying everyone that plays TDM is a noob, but that's where everybody starts. So you're more likely to run into really, really easy lobbies. I just don't like the flow of TDM. Usually the game is over before it starts. I get into a score streak one time on TDM. At least with this game, ooh, I got laid down. At least with this game, it lasts. I like a good 10 to 15 minute game. That's why I play Domination mostly. But I enjoy Capture the Flag whenever they come out with those game modes. I'm definitely playing Hardpoint. I play Hardpoint a lot on here. And I tend to be in the Newtown lobby a lot. So I'm going to tell you one thing I noticed in this lobby so far. Look, I'm checking my score. I'm like 4-3. I done got laid down early. These guys are definitely pushing the spawn. They keep coming for A. So guess what? I'm going to adjust and get them when they come to A. Now let's talk about these little drones I got. I've been using these things more and more. And look, I'm going into all my typical spots. I haven't got into my camp spot yet, but these are the typical spots I try on this map and talk and figure out which direction they're coming. I've had people swim in the water next to me and try to lay me down. It happens. So at this point of the game, I'm just trying to figure out their play style. Now back to those little drones. And I do have the overclock on. Whenever I get those things, and if you notice on my screen, they're charged up. I have whatever perk on that charges my equipment up. Look at this guy shooting at me. What a noob. What are you doing? I just throw those things up. I just let them float. Wherever I go, I kind of try to throw them high and try to let them float. I don't have to worry about shooting out UAVs all the time. Those little things will take them out. So when I'm getting busy, I'm in a gunfight, and I got 1 or 2 of those things floating, they're getting points. Now, the first thing I noticed in this game, they're rushing A, and 2, they're giving me a lot of buckets, baby. Look how many UAVs they caught. I was like, oh, this is going to be easy. I just got to sit back and be patient. With the amount of equipment they put up, and I'm going to put this link, so I'm going to catch all the people spawning. And it's another reason why I anchor. When you anchor, that pushes people into your link. People get into your link. You get points. The only thing I got to watch out for now are skewers. I'm not running with cold-blooded. I have scavenger on. I have looper on. And I'm playing with, I don't even know what gun this is. The AK, probably the same gun I play mostly. I actually do use different guns. Maybe I'll show videos on it. I actually went back-to-back 100+ games. And that was me using the LMG like really nothing unlocked. And I still dropped 109 kills. So I do play with other guns. But generally when I get into YouTube video making mode, I tend to focus on one game because I'm pretty much just trying to show you guys how to play the map. So I'm not going to show you me trying to grind the pistols or doing anything. Right now I'm not even grinding prestiges. I wasn't going to prestige because I was like, how much time I'm going to be able to put in this game? I'm actually playing a lot. So I may go ahead and prestige. Another problem I have, if you guys see me on any other game, people always talk about me because I'm always master prestige. And look at that. See, I got the HDK whatever SS already. And that was me throwing these little birdies up and letting them take out the UAVs. I didn't even have to shoot my own UAV. Now, if you know me, it's about to be terror for these guys. Now, going back to what I was saying, when I'm master prestige and I get into a lobby and somebody see me rank 2,500, you know how many no life comments I get? And I'm like, look, eventually everybody master prestige, whether you're good or not. So it is what it is. So I tend to try to stay on the first level, at least for the first month or so in the game. Here's my theory. If you guys are new to Call of Duty, it's always the greasiest when the game first come out. Everybody that Twitches and everybody that YouTubes, everybody that thinks there's somebody on this game is out playing. This is when all the teams are playing. Everybody's excited because the new COD is out. Generally by the first DLC, which I don't know if there's even going to be a DLC. I don't even know how this works. I had no information about this game before I started playing. Like I told you guys, I've been out the loop. I haven't been in the Call of Duty world. I don't know what's going on. I used to be up on all the pro gaming news. I know nothing. And I'm just now getting back. Are they in the water? They out there trying to take a night-night swim. You know why it's a night-night swim? Because I put them to sleep in the water. Look at me. So right now I'm torturing this team. Now this team was playing greasy. They were pushing up hard. They were doing all these other actions, not realizing what they were doing was about to counteract. Well, it's going to be counterproductive to what they were really trying to accomplish. Now, what I appreciate about these guys will keep going for the flags. Look, they were shooting me down. They didn't care. These guys are greasy. So they took me down pretty quick. But once again, look, I'm dropping my little drones out, and I'm going to be sitting back here and being a silent #1 camper assassin. I'm just playing goalie. I want to see if they're going to come back up on A. Look, I already got 20-something kills. I'm being safe. I'm putting my little sentry turret around. I'm mostly going for the looper perks and the looper points, and I'm shooting their stuff down. I'm support, baby. Who needs an enemy when you got a friend like me who will support you? Now, imagine you're on my team, and you're trying to run through this game, and they're dropping UAVs every 30 seconds. Every time you push into their spawn, you would get laid down. But the way I'm playing, I'm preventing that. So, yes, I'm being a team player. While being a team player, I'm going to get in my streaks. My streaks are going to help the team. And this is a good game. Look, we're getting smashed. Look at the score. It's 91 to 90-something to 135. They're kicking our butt, so they're pushing. They're trying. But I know, just like anybody, if you were a boxer and you got punched in the face enough times, you eventually go get knocked out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going for the knockout. I'm trying to discourage these guys by jumping in my streaks. Now, they're going to keep jumping the flags. That's fine. And you notice I'm pushing up into a few other zones. Now, the reason I tend not to do this, they calling the skewer. Look, come on, dive. Them skewers love them some me. I think 90% of the games, those are my deaths. But once again, they're giving me buckets. Look, I put my little birdie up. I got the HD KSs. And once again, we're just going to go ahead and rotate through the whole process all over again. So once again, use these little drones that fly up. I don't even know what they're called. Somebody recommended it in the perk. I also listened to someone who said to go with the thing that gives you the 4 score streaks. I went with it, but I don't know if this is permanent. The looper only loops 3 of them. So I was like, nah, it's not that important for me to have a 4th one if I'm not going to be able to loop it. But I did terrorize them that game, babe. I think I dropped maybe 108 kills in that game. So I'll definitely start showing y'all some higher kill games. But I'm just trying to get everybody up to speed, the Campernation, give y'all the tips and tricks. Let's make these rushers cry or make them adjust. It ain't even about crying. They just got to adjust their game. Look, there's things they can do to counter this, but am I going to tell them? No. They need to have the #1 rusher figure that out for them and make videos. We're the #1 camper. We're Campernation. We're laying people down. We're score streak assassins, and that's what we're doing. We're out here laying these streets down. And look, I'm getting better. Like before, I wasn't flying this. I didn't understand the spawn system. This is all Call of Duty is understanding the game mechanics, understanding the spawn systems and how it works. And then you too can be a beast. Look at this guy. I come out, he's sitting there and he got laid down. Once again, look how close the game is. We're down 170 to 126 right now, 171 to 126. So people that think I'm not playing to win, they don't understand what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get out there. I'm pushing up a little further than I want to just because I kind of want to protect B or I want to get some quick kills. I also got to watch out for these guys because they keep trying to come around here to me. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on A because they already proved they're greasy. They're proved they're greasy. The only thing I'm happy about is my teammates took C. That was another reason why I kind of crept up. I wasn't sure if they were going to spawn behind us. Now my team, look at this guy right there. Get laid down, son. Once again, I'm not playing with the fastest gun setup. That means I don't have quick draw on. So I know I'm going to lose head-up battles. I'm not playing with that kind of gun. I'm playing with what? Long range pimping. I know you guys know that by now. I'm looking for a gun with limited recoil, long range, lots of bullets, because that's my play style. And look at me being a team player. I came up and protect A. I didn't need to get A, but I'm trying to win this game. Look at us creeping up. 158 to 172. My team out here triple capping. Now I got to do my part. My part is get into a score streak and make their lives easier. There I go, dropping my birdie. I got a Legion on deck. I got the Night machine, which is about to come out again. They're lucky I can't call this thing out all the time, especially when I got those those little drones up in there. Look, I'm at the wrong rock. I thought I was at this back rock. I was like, that doesn't look the same. But once again, I'm playing to the back. People don't come to look for you in these places. I like to find spots where they don't come finding my body. They always go to the obvious spots. And who's sitting way back there behind the rock? But Campernation. And now I can go ahead and put some terror in these guys. See, my team, I appreciate this team. Once again, I'm playing solo, so I don't even know these guys. I'm not communicating. You will hear the conversation on the mic. Now, when I'm playing with a team, this is going to be a lot easier. We can communicate, and I might start playing with people more, but I'm kind of erratic when I jump on. I don't have a set time because, you know, I own a business, so I might be at my business all day, or I might decide to sit here all day. Look at that. They took that thing out quick. They're not playing with that. But look how close the game is now. 183 to 186. We're only down 3. I got the Legion coming in. I just got to be a good goalie and protect A. I don't know where they're going to be at right now. So I'm trying to be cautious. I don't want to die just because I'm not into dying. I'm into surviving. I got my double drones up. And look, one of the teammates is talking like, get on B, y'all, get on B. So now we finally hear some communication in the game because a teammate is trying to say, look, they're taking A, and I'm going to risk my Call of Duty life. Where are you at? 1, 2, 3. I see you. You don't see me. And like that, now look at that. We got the lead. So this isn't a good example of a game we were losing. This is how score streaks win the game. For y'all that don't think camping works and score streaks don't work, look how this game turned around. These guys were greasy. This wasn't no easy lobby. I know everybody think I get into these lobbies with butterfingers, but these guys were actually playing, and I dropped a 96 bomb on them. Well, look at that, 32 KD. Doing what I do best. All right, y'all. This is Campernation Sakin. I am out. Until the next video, hit like and subscribe. Oh, wait, is that what you're supposed to say nowadays? I don't even know. All right, y'all, I'm out. Let's go.